today in this video we are going to see how we can create a roller coaster ticket pricing software in Excel. Here we have three categories, that is age, height and photo, and based upon this height, age, we have three different segment, that is 0 to 10 it should be $5, 11 to 18 it should be 10, and 18 plus it should be $15. And if we want to take photo, and if it is yes, this should they have to pay $3 addition. And if we don't want, so let's say if it is no, it should be 0, and that will be from this criteria table, and final will be generated accordingly. So if it is in between any of these 18, let's say if it is 18 plus, it should add $15, and if we want to additionally take a photo, it should add $3 more. So total bill amount will be, final bill will be $18. So let's create this ticket pricing or roller coaster ticket pricing software in Excel. So for that I'll choose a new sheet and I'll create from the scratch. So for that I'll type it as roller coaster ticketing price in the top. That should be our software header or the software name, and here we'll be putting the input. You can type anything like input or input box, whatever you like, and here it should be is criteria. So criteria is in three types, as you have seen earlier. That should be height, and height should be in centimeter. So I'll create a criteria board over here. So based upon this criteria, the final bill will be generated, and height should be 119 plus, and let's say it should be starting from 120 centimeter, and age should be in three category. For 0 to 10, let's give $5, and if it is 11 to 18, they should pay $10. As you can see, it has turned into date because by automatically it has turned as date format. So from this drop down, let me change it to the text, and before this I'll give a apostrophe. I'll delete this, I'll give a apostrophe, and then I'll type it as 11 to 18. Now it should take as 11 to 18 age, and the last one is 18 plus. If anyone is above 18, they should pay $15. And the third criteria is that we have to take photo. Before that, let me create this input box over here, like input segment. So this should be anything. Age should be, let's create a drop down box over here, and this drop down will be based upon the criteria table. So for that I'll go to data and click on this data validation. Check out my other videos if you don't know how to create this, but I'll show you briefly over here. From, let me bring this window inside this visual window, and from this arrow button I'll choose those three category. This is a three category, and I'll click in this arrow, click OK, and our drop down menu is ready. So let's say I'll choose this 0 to 10, and the last criteria is photo. So this photo should be either yes or no. So inside this bracket, yes / no, and again we'll create a drop down menu over here. So again I'll choose this box, and I'll go to the data, and I'll give this from the criteria. So let's create a photo in the criteria photo, and it should be yes. If it is yes, it should be 3. If it is no, it should 0. So I'll create a drop down box over here. Just to do that, before that I'll give a uh, outline, that is all border, and outside border should be thick, and this criteria should be bold. And since it is important, you can give like asterisks as well, so that people will understand it is important or not. So this is to asterisk. So here I'll create another validation. So I'll click on this data validation, I'll choose from list. Again I'll give the source, that is yes no, and I'll click on OK. our photo is also ready, whether it is yes or no. I'll choose yes. And so our input part is fine, so let me create a output part. For that I'll type it as output. So I'll put colon. Let me do for the other all three for output, input and criteria. Let me fit this one. And in output, the message should be there whether the person can take a ride or not. So for that I'll type it over here. So this message should be based upon the heights. So you know that to ride the roller coaster there should be a minimum height. If it is below that, so people cannot take that one. So I have typed out the other three things apart from message. It should be age and want photo or not. So here the pricing should come. So the message should be based upon this B3 cell. So I'll come to this B3 cell and type any number. So let me put any number just to create that message. So I'll put 121. So we should get a message that you can write. So I'll use a conditional if. So the logical test should be if 121 B3 cell, that is a B3 cell, if it is greater than this 120, and if it is true, then we can type as you can write. So I'll type it as you can write. So I'll type it as you can write, and I'll put an exclamation sign, or you can like you can avoid that one as well. If it is false, sorry, you need to grow up. So I'll put sorry exclamatory sign, and I'll put you need to grow up, or I can type it as lowercase you need to grow up exclamation, or maybe you can avoid that one also. Like I am done. If it, since it is 121 which is more than 119, so you can take ride. I'll put a exclamatory sign for you can ride. And the age should, like age, based upon this age criteria, the amount should come over here. For that also I'll use VLOOKUP. So I'll get this value from the criteria table, that is from here. So I'll choose this range, and I need to fix this since my data is present from F5 to G7. So I'll select this entire range and hit F4 from the keyboard, so that the dollar sign will be added and our range will be fixed. So I'll do that. I'll put comma, and this column index should be 2 because our value is in second column. So I'll put 2, and I'll put comma, so I can put 1 is that mean exact match, and I'll close it. So as you can see, 0 to 10 they should pay $5. If I change anything else, let's say 11 to 18, it should 10, and if it is 18 plus, it should pay $15. And now let's create for the photo. If anybody choose yes, then they should pay another $3. For that I'll again use the VLOOKUP, and lookup value is this, and this time the range should be from F8 to G9. I'll fix this one as well, and I'll put comma, and this is from the second column, and it should be exact match. I can use false instead of uh, the 0. So as you can see, we got the 3, and the final bill should be, and here uh, I'll put, you can put colon as well, that is your choice, and this final bill should be based upon this age and whether they want to take photo or not. But if I choose 119, sorry you need to grow up, in that time the final bill should not print. So let me create this sum, and as you can see 18, but $18 people don't need to pay because they can't write, no. So the message, that's why it's printing sorry you need to grow up, because the height should be more than 119 centimeter. So for that we need to do a conditional check. I'll use if clause, if function from the Excel, and the logical test is if B8, that means this cell, this, if it is B8 is sorry you need to grow up, this message, uh, so B8 equals to sorry you need, I need to type this message exactly. So basically what I'm trying to say, if B8 cell is equals to this text, the text name is sorry you need to grow up. If B8 is equals to sorry you need to grow up, this message is there in B8, then what I'm saying to Excel that don't give me this sum value. Instead, you print the exact same message. So for that, I don't have to type it again. So what I'll give this range again. So if the logical test is equal to this text, so I'm telling if it is true, then again if it is true, give whatever text is present in B8 cell. So for that again I don't have to type, I can simply give the reference as B8. I'll put comma. If it is false, then you give it as sum. But yeah, now our criteria is done. Like if there is a message that sorry you need to grow up, if it is below the height is 120, let me create a 123. Yes, you can write, and as you can see people need to pay the bill as $18. But let's say if I need to add a dollar sign over here, so what I can do, I can use a concat function before sum, so that it should add that dollar sign over here. For that what I'll do, I'll put a concat function from Excel. So I'll put concat, and I'll use the dollar sign from keyboard, and that should be inside the quotation mark, and I'll put comma. You can see how we can use this concat function from my other videos, and this way we can get the dollar value before the amount. Let me do the formatting quickly, so that it should be come in middle, and all the formatting should be in such a way so that it will give a nice visual look. So let me do the formatting quickly and see how it looks like as a final product. You can give any way, like whatever way you would like to see your interface. You can like you can decorate the Excel interface in your way. That is all depends upon you. Let's say now if I choose 118, the text is not fitting in this cell. So what I'll do, I'll simply merge all this cell, and I'll make it margin center, and these two text should be in the middle, and it should be also outside the thick border and inside all borders. And let me fill this color with some color, any color you want to give according to you. And for that I'll go in this color box, and I'll keep this light orange. So this text is also not fitting, so I'll click on this border, so it will auto fit. I'll mark this one as well, so it will be look nice, much more nice. So we have done. So now the heading part is missing. So what I'll do, I'll increase the size till 24 and give the text color as white. This is as darker blue, and I'll merge this entire cell, and our like interface is ready. So that's how we can create all this. And if you want to give more effect, that all depends upon you. And let me quickly finish this interface setup, and I'll show you in a few seconds that what it will look nice as final product. So let me know in the comment box if you want me to show that one as well, that how I'll be inserting that image. So what I'll do, in the left hand side I'll be importing or inserting an image to give you in to give a much more after effect. Let me know in the comment box if you need that one as well, that how I have done. So I am almost done. So let me quickly show you after I have done the uh, final product, how it looks like. So this is the final product, and that's how we can create the lower coaster ticket pricing. So that's all for now. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Till then, take care, bye bye, and I'll see you with another new exciting video. Thank you, bye bye.